morning today. Well, not really that early. It's like 10 a.m. It's pretty cold today. Might warm up a little bit later on in the day. But yeah, I'm gonna take a car out for a little bit of a drive. Yeah, I haven't really had motivation to like drive the car or nothing. I've just been doing a bunch of repairs. And I did the trans fluid. I put a synchro mesh. The TR3650 apparently loves synchro mesh. I drove it around a few times and the transmission does feel a little better. It does seem a little quieter when shifting. I also did an oil change, but that's just maintenance, you know. I've actually been lacking on the oil changes in this car. I'm not gonna lie. Last oil change I did was before I put in the transmission, which was like close to 8 months ago. I did an oil change right before the transmission blew up, and then the transmission blew up obviously, and then it sat for like 4 months, and then I got the transmission in and I've just been driving it around here and there. I haven't really been driving it as much. Been sitting for, you know, a couple of days at a time. So it's brand new oil and brand new transmission fluid. I also did a modification to the rear. I cut some stock springs, so the whole car was on Eibach suspension, on Eibach lowering springs, but I wasn't happy with the ride height from the Eibach, so I got a pair of stock OE springs off of Facebook Marketplace, and I just cut a coil and a half off of them. And the ride height is actually pretty flawless, I'm not gonna lie. The ride quality, it's a little iffy. You're gonna see in this video it's probably a lot more bouncy than it used to be, but that's only a temporary fix. I'm planning on getting some rear adjustable lower control arm, the perches on them, so that you could adjust the ride height on the control arm. It's kind of like a little, it's at an angle and it has a little adjuster that you could adjust the springs, and then I'm gonna throw the Eibach back in. But for now, I mean, it is what it is. I'm happy with the ride height and I could deal with the ride quality. Yeah, right now I'm pretty happy with how it sits. Not really happy with how it rides, but like I said, I can get over it, and it's not gonna take me too long to get those control arms in and put the Eibach back in. This car has always been difficult to drive from other manual cars that I've had, but yeah, the extra bounciness definitely adds an extra layer of difficulty to drive this car. It's just not really difficult to drive, it's just a hassle to drive. But I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna take it around town and see what today brings, man. Also, I don't think I mentioned in previous videos, this car is gutted from the rear, so it has no rear seats, it has none of the rear panels. I've noticed that in the videos you're able to hear like rocks getting kicked up and like the suspension moving and stuff, and rear bushings on this car are all still stock. So hopefully when I get those control arms, I'll get some upper control arms as well. That'll help with the noise from the rear. Yeah, this car is pretty noisy, like you can hear everything, like every bump on the road, especially now with the cut springs. I didn't put the isolators back in, which I think I might do. I might put the isolators in just to help it a little bit, because I can hear more rubbing from the rear passenger side. You kind of hear the spring moving around. Yeah, that's definitely something that I need to do on this car, just to help comfortability. Oh my god, Jesus, learn how to speak. But I mean, this car isn't necessarily, I don't want this car to be super comfortable. It's obviously an older car, so you're gonna hear noises and stuff, but I mean, that's okay. Yeah, you're gonna see what I'm talking about with the bumpiness. This road is really bad coming up, so right there especially is a little hump. Gets me every time. But yeah, other than that, like, I mean, the car rides very similar than what it did with the Eibach. It's not much different. It's just like initial bump is a little harsher, but I mean, like I said, I can deal with that. Also, I had filmed a video explaining the modifications of this car. If y'all saw it, appreciate y'all. Yeah, I wasn't really happy with that video at all. I feel like I rushed that video. It was like dark out, and You know, it was just not a really good quality video. But yeah, I'll do another video similar to that video. Just do a much better job executing that, because that was not, I just didn't feel comfortable about that video at all. Yeah, I'll go into detail of everything that's done in this car in a separate one. Today we're just gonna drive around it.
Fuel cap like keeps coming back on, man.
It comes on after like I change my gas. I'm not sure, maybe my fuel cap is just bad. When I first got this car, that light was on at all times due to a leak in the evap in the back in the charcoal canister. I'm gonna try to get a new gas cap and clear the code and see if that fixes the issue. But if it doesn't, then that means I got a fucking evap leak somewhere. I guess we'll see what that is or what's causing that.
Never gets old, man. I love this car. At first I thought that was a cop, man, but it's not. I don't think so. It has the roof railing, so I doubt it.
Not a fan of that light at all, man. I don't know if y'all can tell, but the transmission is shifting a lot smoother. I mean, so I used to have to like really bang it into gear, even just cruising, and now it'll just go into gear, you know? Super stoked about that.
Look at that. Probably my favorite road to drive.
This road has so many views, and that guy braked hella fast.
I don't know if y'all saw that, but that was a cop in front of me, and I had to put the camera down because I was holding it. I don't want to think it's like my smartphone or something, give him a reason to pull me over. Gonna turn around at that stop over there. I don't want to get too far from home. It's a nice little stop right here. I think I will stop there, clear the code, and then head back.
Alright, so I cleared the code. Put my gauges back up so the light's no longer on. I readjusted my fuel cap because that's what happened last time. I readjusted the fuel cap, cleared the code, and it never came back on. But every time I fill up my gas and put my cap back on, after a little while the light be coming back on. So I'm guessing my fuel cap is not sealing how it should. I checked all the hoses on the evap canister, all the hoses going towards the tank, and everything checks out, everything looks like it's sealed. So that's my only guess. I'm gonna get a new fuel cap, and then I'm gonna see if that code pops up again, and if it is, then I'm gonna have to smoke test it and see where that leak is coming from. But for now, let's enjoy this drive back home, man. Y'all can see it with the angle. I think so though, you should be able to see it. It's beautiful out here. Oh my god, bumpy roads, man. This is what I mean. Like that's pretty much the extent of the lowering springs. It's not too bad. Video does it justice, but the WOT box, the pops with the WOT box, man, it's insane. Ear destroying, bro. Like, it destroys your ears for real. Look at this road though. I love nature, man. I love seeing trees and a bunch of green everywhere. It makes my spirit happy, man. It just makes my soul happy. This doesn't make me happy though. This traffic right here, it's so annoying. Like the nature just suits the soul, you know? You need it once in a while. It for the scenery out here. From this point on, it's pretty much just a bunch of traffic, so I'm gonna get back to you when I'm back in the neighborhood. Backfires like a mother. And then no back seats, no rear interior at all. It gets pretty loud in here. A lot of drone. You know, it's just not the most comfortable thing to drive. You know, my girlfriend hates it, but it's a race car, man. It's a race car. Alright, that's enough of that, man. I need some peace and quiet. Fifth gear, man, comes in clutch. Fifth gear comes in clutch for real. Almost goes silent in fifth gears because the gear ratio is so long in fifth gear. These gear are 3650s, and then I got stock gearing in the rear, so you know I cruise around like at 2000 RPM or like 65, so it's not bad at all. That was a nice little relaxing drive. You know, I really enjoyed that. Always enjoy that road. That road's probably the nicest road that I've found in this area since I moved here. You know, it's always nice and relaxing just to see nature and the beach and stuff. It's just, especially on a sunny day like today, it's been super cloudy and nasty these previous days. So like I haven't really had the motivation to go out and drive. But today's a beautiful day. Beautiful weather. I'm gonna go into the spot and show you guys the new ride height and just like new little things that I've done to the car. Gotta say, I'm loving the way this thing's looking right now. Super happy with the car right now. See how she's looking. As y'all see the rear, could barely fit a finger in there before I was able to fit like at least 3 fingers in here. So the ride height was like up here. That really did lower. The tires are just fucked, so don't mind that. These are gonna get replaced real soon. It would rub before because I hadn't rolled the fenders, and now I rolled the fenders, so it's not rubbing as bad. Then I installed these right here too, LED side markers. So yeah, extremely happy with the car. Gonna go into paint real soon because the paint on this car is just trashed. When I first got this car 6 years ago, the paint was spotless, but you could tell that it was just a quick respray just to sell it. It sat for like 4 years in Arizona when I blew the engine the first time, so the Arizona heat ate it up. I'm actually gonna try to do it myself. Actually gonna get some friends and we're gonna try to repaint this thing ourselves. That's a project for another day, but for now, just wanted to take it out for a quick spin around. And that road is always a pleasure to drive. And as y'all see, the check fuel cap light didn't come back on, so it's definitely my fuel cap. It's probably not sealing how it should, so I'm gonna get another one of those, even though this one is not that old. It's probably like maybe 2 years old, but you know, who knows, maybe the O-ring isn't sealing how it should. Yeah, really happy, like I said, with the car. Hopefully I'm able to get more content with the car soon, maybe do some more modifications and stuff, but for now that's gonna be it. Appreciate y'all. Peace.